You're listening to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. That's Marcus.
Hey.
That's Jessica. How you guys doing? How are things? It's been a minute.
I know. It's always been a minute.
Eh,
Things are good.
be like that.
They're going, winding down and winding up.
Well,
Summer is here, but
y'all kids are out of school, right?
yes, all of them will be out tomorrow. Our two youngest ones were out on Friday. But
Gotcha.
yeah. So, yeah. How about you? How are you?
I'm good. I told you guys before we started recording, I have a cluster headache that wants to turn into a migraine right now. But I know the remedy. So to you folks out there that suffer from cluster headaches and migraines like myself, drink peppermint tea. And it's working.
What's the definition
Cheers.
of a cluster headache? I don't know if I've heard that term.
You know those headaches you get what are like different spots of your head?
Tension.
Yeah, and then sometimes like your eyes start to water and stuff like that. And it's like isolate. You get like the headache in like isolated spots.
Is it contagious?
No.
I think I'm getting one through the screen. So
here you
keep
go.
that shit over there.
Oh, I
keep
have
it over here.
already.
All right.
I've had one. I was doing this earlier. Like, can I relieve this headache? But mine's hormonal.
Imagine having a headache like this and it's like 108 outside.
That'll do it. If we hovering around 70 and some change, I know that don't compare. Or it's probably hotter than 70.
No, I think
80?
the weather lied. It's like 85. Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, we're not complaining, of course.
We are not. Kind of, though, but not really.
Don't do that. All right, you guys ready to talk some stuff? I got a good email. I got two emails. Which one do you want to talk first? Do you first want to talk about ex-wives tripping? Or do we want to talk about your favorite topic, Marcus? Financial stuff.
Wait a minute.
Take your pick.
Ex-wives tripping? Well, what is that about?
Let's get into that. I like that.
Ex-wives? All right, here we go.
Ex-wife tripping.
That is spicy. Here we go. Dear Trufants, I need your help. I was married for 12 years, and my ex-wife and I have 3 kids. We divorced several years ago, and about 2 years ago, I remarried. My new wife is honestly one of the nicest people I've ever met. She treats my kids like they're her own, helps with homework, goes to their games, and has a positive influence on their lives. The problem? My ex-wife absolutely can't stand her. At first, it was just cold looks and sarcastic comments. Then it turned into complaints about everything my wife does. If my wife buys the kids new shoes, it's a problem. If she helps with a school project, it's a problem. If she breathes in the general direction of my ex-wife, somehow that's a problem too. Things have gotten worse when my kids started occasionally calling my wife mom. Nobody forced them to do it. It happened naturally because she's been there for them and they love her. My wife always tells them they only have one mother and that she doesn't want she doesn't want to replace anyone that hasn't helped. Okay. I guess. Okay. So what else did you say here? The breaking point came after my oldest daughter's high school graduation. Oh, this is recent. We're at a reception celebration. Celebrating, and my ex-wife got so angry that I honestly thought she was about to challenge my wife to a cage match between the dessert table and the punch bowl. Oh, shit. Thankfully, no punches were thrown, but it was close enough that several relatives started paying attention. I want everyone to get along for the sake of the kids, but I feel stuck in the middle of a family feud that never ends. How do I help my ex-wife move forward without making things worse? Go Hawks. Thanks.
Shit.
Wow, this was very detailed, very descriptive.
It's a lot going on, yeah?
I know. It sounds like the ex-wife is having a hard time and really possibly mad and feels threatened. And at some point you kind of ask why. Why are you threatened? by another woman who is not the biological mother of the kids, why are you threatened by this woman? That, like, just bottom line, why are you letting somebody else pull you out of character? And what are you complaining about? What's the problem about her buying your children's? What is she supposed to do? I bet the ex would be complaining if the woman wasn't buying the children things. So it's like, shut up. It's like, but why are you so mad? Why are you so mad? Ask yourself that. Really think deep. Why are you so mad that this is happening? Is it because you can't control it? Can't have your hand in it? Like, what is it?
All of the above. You're mad. You're angry. You're probably sad. You're hurt. And you're disappointed. Even I think it said in the email, fear of being replaced, or she don't want nobody else calling her mom, et cetera, et cetera. So it's all of that stuff bottled up in one, which on one hand, potentially to be expected from a time. Well, they've been divorced for hella though, I think is what
That's what I'm saying.
Man said.
This is getting
right, but still in
weird.
general, the trauma could feel fresh to her. It's not an excuse. I'm just trying to, I guess, kind of understand. But yeah, she needs to find a way to take a step back and come out of this spiral that she's in. That's all I can say it is. And I know I don't want to diminish I guess the love for your kids and all that kind of stuff, but she's putting herself in front of everyone.
Yes.
Right? Her own happiness and fears and jealousy that she can't be with the kids 100% of the time. And like I said, some of that stuff is valid, but you got to step back. This is what happens when you go through a divorce. Right? Things are not the same. And she got to figure that out. She got to find a way to figure that out and take a step back and be an adult, right? And I'm going to give her a short pass. I don't know how long they've been divorced, but I guess in the beginning, that's the human kind of response. I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm jealous. I don't want nobody taking my spot. But now, I mean, I don't know how many years it's been. You got to think about the kids. If you are really going to be about your kids, you got to make it work.
Well, when you start to impact other people, it's a problem. And the problem is, I don't think that person is aware that they're jealous, upset, angry. Because once you realize that, why? Then you start to go, why? Then you figure it out. Then you do something about it. And another thing, if she is feeling all these types of ways, communicate it. If you're feeling hurt by something, or if you are feeling, just have a conversation with your kids. I know you're calling, and you know, the daughter's high school graduation, I don't know how old the kids are, but you can say that you are calling this woman mom, and I'm uncomfortable with it. But if that's what you guys choose to do, that is your choice. But again, mom is it's just a word. Obviously, it's a title that you can apply to people who aren't your mom, but they know who their mother is. They're not going to all of a sudden change their spots and become this woman's kids. She has her own. You think she's going to put them before? Yeah, right. So anyways, I mean, it's like, let's put it into perspective here.
How old are the kids? I know you said one.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It just says, he says, we divorced several years ago. So several, to me, that's more than 5. One kid just graduated high school.
Right. There's one, there's a couple, there's a few.
So as far as going to the kids and the communication, yeah, on one hand, but at a certain age, I don't think it's fair to put them in a position to where they could be uncomfortable just because the woman's uncomfortable, right? She can maybe go to the wife or go to the dad and be like, okay, I'm uncomfortable with the kids calling her mom. But if the kids are feeling that way, she shouldn't make them feel uncomfortable about that.
No, it's not about making them feel uncomfortable. It's just because she is uncomfortable.
So what? That's not for her to put that on the kids, though.
You are right about that. And so I was thinking if she communicated openly and said, that is your choice, and I will accept it, and I eventually will be okay with it, especially if the kids are older. You have that conversation.
That's what I'm saying.
Period.
Yeah, of age. And that's why
if they're
like
younger, do not have that. But if they're older, fuck yeah, I'm going to say that to my kids. And I'm going to tell them I'm uncomfortable as fuck. But at the same time, I know my place. I know who I am to you guys.
Right.
That's it. You should be able to talk openly about those things. Because she going to go to them and be like, guess what? I don't like that. And they're going to be like, what?
Well, there's some kids that could be sensitive and be like, oh man, I think I'm hurting mom's feelings. So I know I love the new woman. Like, I like my new mom too. So what do I do now? Type of energy.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess it's up to the individual. I am pretty open. So I would probably share that with my kids and tell them that I am working on it. I don't know. Instead of exploding and displacing and misplacing all of my anger.
I said you talk to the parents, the father and the mother, or the new wife, and but I don't know.
You could do that. You could do that too, but what are they going to say to you? I wonder what they would say. Sorry, that we'll tell the kids no.
You know what I think this is a classic case of? I mean, granted, it's just an email. We don't have more details. But I think this is a classic example of, of he's happy and I'm not. I don't think, it sounds like she doesn't even, it doesn't sound like the mom has a dude.
That, right? Along with a lot of other things.
You would be minding your fucking business.
You would be minding your goddamn business.
You would be minding your business.
Your time. That's exactly it. And so she has nothing else to occupy her fucking time.
You'd be like, oh, she's your mom. Well, this is about to be your dad.
Something. But like, I think that's what this is a classic case of. I remember, here's an example. I remember old colleague of mine had gotten divorced from her ex-husband. They were divorced for years, right? Mm-hmm. He remarried, whatever. And I remember her having a heart-to-heart with me one time. And she said this to me, and I looked at her, and I was like, ooh, you need to go talk to a therapist, sweetie, not me. She said, I hated being married to him, but why does he get to be happy and I'm not? And I was like, ooh, Lord.
You know what? That's a legit question coming from a broken person. Like, that's legit. Like, when you're in that space, you do ask those questions. You do. It's just natural.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I was saying earlier, like, not that I'm giving her a pass, but I understand where somebody like that could be.
Right.
That's in that space. You're spiraling out. There's a lot of stuff going on, and it's not a good feeling, right? It's to feel like you're being replaced on the mother front and as the ex-wife, right? That's a lot to
right.
swallow.
But for me, that would inspire me to just get some business of my own.
And not everybody's built like that to start with, right? And you can grow into that, and you go through your trauma and all the stuff, or your crash out and all that, and then you figure it out.
Or I would be like, okay, this woman is not a bad woman. Like, I could understand. I don't know how this woman, well, he said that she treats them so that's why I'm like, why are you so mad and threatened? I don't know. But I do understand when you hear a child calls, even if you're teenager is calling somebody mom, you know, I would be taken aback. And then
but you don't tell them don't do it. I mean, that's just the situation.
Into my feelings, understand why I am feeling the way I feel, and that's because I am mad. I am unhappy myself. I am broken. I don't have any business to mind. I have not been able to release the past. That's another thing. Why are you tethered to that past like that? Unfucking tether that shit. I don't even like. You cannot move forward when you're tethered to the past. Hello. So it's just get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I agree 110%. It's just, I don't know. It sounds like too with this divorce, when they got divorced. I'm not gonna sit here and try to blame it on her and say that the husband was a level-headed one, because you always say you don't know what goes on in someone's household behind closed doors, because he could have been doing whatever. But I don't know. I'm leaning towards the ex-wife here. Seems like the common denominator is that she's the problem. Might be the reason why she's possibly single now and ain't got no man and can't mind no business, ain't got no business to mind. And that sounds like her problem.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know, but I don't think she's gotten fully healed from her divorce to be freaking out like this.
And jealousy and all of that can make you act out of character. It can. The crimes of passion and all that fucking shit, it can make you act out of character. And she's just doing it on a basic, uncalled for level.
But
go ahead, Marcus.
No, I'm just saying I'm not like I'm a team woman, but is this like a
team woman?
Yeah, but this is kind of like a basic type of thing like that we see all the time.
I know. Fuck.
I mean, it's in the movies. It's just a part of the game, right? Okay, I'm getting a divorce. There's a new woman, and not saying it can't be the other way, of course, for a man, but this is a lot. And maybe it's just a stereotype. But
it's tale as old as time. Come on,
women
guys.
crash out in these type of situations. And
yes, they do.
I mean, I was going to say it was a woman thing, but I don't want to get...
That's what crime and passion.
I don't want to get canceled.
Crash out too over this type
Very
shit.
fair.
They just express it differently.
But the picture
or the same?
has been painted that this is a woman type of thing that's coming back after things are finished.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah. And I haven't had enough misery, so I got to give some back and make sure that this dude is unhappy.
Right. And they say the other woman that's happy, and she's like, whoa. I wasn't happy. So fuck that. I'm still not happy. So you're not going to be either.
No, there's proof of this too. Now, there's proof of this being a woman thing, because Lifetime, yes, it is. Lifetime made a career. Lifetime made a career making movies out of situations like this. Let's keep it up.
And that's what I'm talking about. Facts.
They made movies out. Lifetime made movies out of painting women to be fucking unhinged, crazy people.
They've done the research, though.
Right? So. How dare you guys dedicate a whole network? It's like
a whole network to women crashing the fuck out. Like,
women crashing out.
Let's keep it a buck here.
But I don't know. I feel bad because you've got to become aware of your behavior in order for you to change it. And clearly there's no awareness behind what she's doing and why she's doing it. It's just feeling and crash out. So there's nothing in between. There's no thought. It's just feeling, crash out. So, I mean, good luck.
She needs some help. She needs somebody to talk to and to get her thinking differently. Just give her some different options, right? But again, it's not easy. So I understand where she's at from doing my research from the Lifetime movies, like we just talked about. But we've seen this, so we're not surprised, but we know that it's easier said than done, right? And, you know, relationships could... leave scars in many ways. So Yeah.
Now, let's not get it twisted. Dudes be tripping too. We all know some very
Mhm.
sensitive dudes. So
And it's
I
not
don't want to.
sensitive. It don't have to be sensitive, Kel. What's up with that, man?
Excuse me, we're hearing about dudes murdering
It's an emotion.
in these crimes of passion.
Not sensitivity. Yeah. Men should be able to express their emotions without being called sassy and soft.
No, there's nothing
sensitive and all this.
But there's nothing negative about the word sensitive. That's the way that you're translating the
Okay.
word sensitivity.
Fair.
I'm just saying though, like there's nothing negative
no,
about the
but
word
you did,
sensitive.
No,
sensitivity.
Kel.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
You put a little twang on it.
I put some sauce on it. I put some sauce on it.
You put a little something on it, yeah. But you got these guys out here sensitive, so I was like, oh, whoa.
Hey,
like Ralph Tresvant said,
yes.
come on. You need a man with sense.
But that's why, like, the albums and stuff didn't carry over like they were supposed to. His solo career, when you compare him to Bobby and such, like all the sensitivity and stuff like that, it really wasn't hitting. Like that.
Let's do that comparison. Look at Bobby now because he wasn't sensitive. It's my prerogative. Look at you. Look at him now on stage.
But he lived.
Bobby got Whitney.
Fucking go circles around him.
Bobby got Whitney.
Bobby was living for the city.
Are we celebrating that or
celebrating it for a time?
Yeah, man.
Shout out to people, Bobby.
Man. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Whitney. Remember, Whitney was the one that got Bobby on that hard
telephone man, Bobby.
On that stuff.
You got him on that shit. Real quick, what do we think? Like, I want to go back to the part of the mom crashing out, but like the kids witnessing all this, especially like the older kid, like the oldest kid that's in high school, that just graduated high school. It's 18. That's an adult, right?
Yeah.
Do you think like with the kids? I don't know how old the other two kids are. I assume they might probably are middle schoolers. Maybe one or two might be in high school. But do you think this slightly might change their perspective on their mom? Of like, yo, you're bugging. Like this lady's hella good to us. Why are you why are you tripping? And then it's almost like they start leaning towards the other lady. So then the mom starts crashing out more because the mom in her head is like, I lost my family or I'm losing my family. This woman took my family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I think it depends on the kid. I think there are systems and different type of connections and relationships with mother and to each child. And so I think for the most part, if the child can see it and really understand it and not be swayed by their mother, they will see her very clearly and it will drive them the other way. Lots of resentment. She doesn't even realize she's about to get slapped in the face with all that. But then there are maybe one kid that is very sensitive, like Marcus was explaining, and that will come to her defense and not realize her behavior until much later, or maybe not even at all.
Right.
So, but there are consequences for that type of behavior, and it will be reflected in one, two, or possibly all of her kids. Not a good idea. You're not considering, like Marcus said, this person is not considering their kids when you're crashing out in front. Like, what message are you sending? And you got to be careful because you also don't want anything like some restraining order. You don't want to go there. You don't want to crash out to that point. Then you're really fucked. So, yeah.
Fair. Yeah.
I knew a guy like that here in Vegas.
Tough.
With his ex.
I want to hear the story.
What?
Kel.
Crashing out?
But
what? Which
yeah, well, this happened at kids baseball. Okay, I'm coaching.
I've heard of some
doing what I do
stories
as a
at kids
parent, doing my
baseball.
thing. You know what I'm saying? Kids playing, everyone's playing, but we're playing baseball, right? And I guess the ex-wife didn't like the new girlfriend because the new girlfriend was actually the one that was kind of the trip. And they ended up putting a restraining order on the new girlfriend so she couldn't show up to any of the baseball games. She couldn't come within a certain amount of feet. So I remember asking like, oh, such and such isn't here. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, she can't cuz. But then they had ended up getting to a place where, I shit you not, it was one game. And I was like, I'm like, oh, they're both here. So I went and talked to the ex-wife after the game, and she's like, yeah, we had a nice come to Jesus, and we, we had a talk, and I took the restraining order off, and we can be civilized now, blah, 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 blah.
See?
Mind you, these were 2 Cuban women that got into fisticuffs that actually fought. That's how far this
that
got.
probably helped.
But see, they were able to
get it out of their
drop
system.
restraining orders and,
These
But
are
they
like
had to go through the
50-year-olds with
crash out
kindergartners
phase.
fighting.
It don't matter what age, bro.
I have seen a
it don't
lot
matter what age.
of crashes out between wife and ex. I have seen some crash. I have seen some.
Yeah.
And wife ex-girlfriend.
It's part of the game, man. It's part of the dynamic, man. There's these deep feelings involved. So I like to see that the crash out could happen. You can come to fisticuffs and all this kind of stuff, but then you guys come back together. Not that I like that part, but I'm talking about the end, okay? This is the moral of the story, right? We went through all this, and now we're together, and now we're going to do the co-parenting thing properly, and we're going to make this thing happen.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Not that it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's good, but
so let's get a ring, a cage. Let's fight it out.
I like it.
And then let's work it out.
Sometimes that's the process for some.
So the other part is I'm thinking from the ex-wife's point of view, because we're putting a lot on her for just freaking out. And like I said, we've gotten the story just from one side, and it's from the ex-husband or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There's this part of me that feels like the new woman he's with might be the woman that he might have been cheating on his ex-wife with, and ended up getting with her and marrying her. Because I feel like no one just freaks, for her benefit of the doubt, no one just freaks out like that, like how she is.
True.
People do freak out. I disagree.
Yeah, people do freak out for less.
I disagree, but
there might be some fuckery in that way, and that makes the wound even more. The salt in the wound. The wound is open.
I wasn't enough, and
the
now
loop isn't closed. So
yeah, I agree. There's probably something there, but again, that still doesn't excuse.
But that also means
everything that's going on.
Ex-husband is a fucking loser. On top of it, so good luck to the new woman.
Is he a loser, or did he? Again,
I don't know.
We don't know the backstory.
I don't know, but you cheat once, and then you marry her. Chances are you was cheating. Chances are
there's always
you're
two
a loser.
sides, man. So,
well, I just wanted to throw that hypothetical out there. Who knows? But these people are all fucking crazy. What do you guys want to leave advice with for this man to tell his ex-wife so they can get to the other side? What is your closing words and your advice for this man?
I don't know. Just continue to do what you're doing and let her crash out and show, like they were saying, that family members were starting to take note. Continue. Let her destroy herself, and you continue to walk forward with your current wife doing what you're doing. I wouldn't stop anything or do anything because she is freaking. That's her burden to carry. It's not theirs.
Where I'm at with it, my advice for this man would be to have a heart-to-heart, even though, it might not resonate the first day, second day, or third day.
The possible cheating man have a heart-to-heart?
Even if it's possible cheating, what's done is done. They're no longer together. Tell this woman, I don't hate you. I want you to be in the kids' lives, so let's find a way to come to a common ground, right? I know this hurts and this is nasty and all this kind of stuff. The situation is what it is, but we haven't been married for I don't know how long, so let's get to a point to where we could do better for the kids. And
what can I do to better support your crash out?
I wish you the best. Godspeed.
Damn.
End the conversation.
My little piece of advice. Nigga, run. Nigga, get away from that bitch. That bitch crazy.
Right. And for the current wife, if she keeps fucking with you,
restraint or
I would
a 2-piece.
Hey, well, that's a conversation he needs to have with the new wife.
You're gonna have to stand up for yourself. Because I've seen that too. You're gonna have to stand up for yourself, and either that's verbally or, like we said, get the cage. But you're gonna have to stand up for yourself. Right.
But the dude needs to have a conversation.
Well, hopefully, like if the dude steps in, but if not,
heart to heart,
then you have to take matters into your own hands.
And give her some game and just be like, yeah, this is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm. Good stuff, y'all. Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Good episode. Good advice. Live in a strange world. Bitches be tripping. You can follow us on all things social at trulyunruly_podcast. And you can send us your emails at trulyunrulypodcast@gmail.com. Of course, like and subscribe on your favorite podcasting platform. Catch the visual over on YouTube. Cool. Till next time, y'all. Peace and much love.